Just...
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep.
Oh, goddamn hacker, that second time tonight that asshole's cut in.
In the Middle East, and I see us as complicity in it.
Change
So
is gonna
they,
come.
you know,
Sam
we're
Cooke.
saying,
Nice.
I'm not
nice,
just
Vince.
that
Like that one,
enthusiastic.
brother.
Yeah, I'm not.
Common sense. Sorry, guys, back to you. We got.
They got him at 277.
Trace, thank you. The Fox News decision desk can now officially project that Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
Senator J.D. Vance will become the 50th vice president of the United States. Voters expressed deep frustration with the Biden administration. Absolutely succeeded and brought him back to the White House.
47th president
Let's
of the
mark
United
that
States. Former President
at
Trump now
10
defeats
minutes
Vice
till
President
1
Kamala Harris,
Central
who entered
Time.
this race
On the East Coast,
just
that'd be
over
10
100
minutes till
days
2.
ago. Campaign of Harris campaign suggested
They
that just
are
yesterday.
partying there in
Now
friggin'
it is
Florida.
possible
Check it out,
that
man.
Donald Trump runs the table
1:48
with
a.m.
these states
Eastern
and builds
Time.
on a big
Donald Trump,
landslide
the
electoral
47th
win. We
president
don't know where the popular
of
vote
the United
is going to finish
States.
out.
Let's
but we
drink
do
to
know
him,
that
boys
he
and
will be
girls.
going back to the White House, and with him, Brit Hume.
All right, boys and girls, it is time for the Brothers Hack the Matrix. Not much happened this week, but we'll talk about it anyway. Tonight on the Brothers Hack the Matrix.
Yeah, there you go! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go.
All right, welcome aboard. It's time for the Brothers Hack the Matrix. I am your host, JoesAtmosfere, and I am joined, as usual, by there can be only one, the Hylunder. What's up, man? You got the black and gold working tonight. Are you watching hockey tonight or what? What's the deal, bro?
It's that time of year, okay? So I am all in. The catastrophic event happened over the weekend, so no need to have all my energy in my beloved LSU Tigers.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I am all in. It's the first month of hockey season.
Yes.
And Bruins have come out stumbling, but hey, we're all in. So here we go.
I hear you, bro.
Like
all in. You mean like
Jerry Jones? I'm all in.
The Dallas Plowboys? Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm
Just
all in.
checking to see if you're still in, boys. Well, that's great, man. I'm glad hockey's here for you. I think we've got the polls, but I'm not even going to talk about college football tonight.
LSU is sitting at 22 now. They're I was surprised they were even in the top 25 after that shellacking they took. I mean,
yeah, that was not pretty. I didn't watch any college football on Saturday at all. Didn't watch any of it. But anyway, what is the axe tonight, man? Uh-oh, he's frozen. Oh no. He has frozen, boys and girls. He should return, though. He should return. There he is. There he is. What axe you got tonight, bro? What axe you got tonight? And then he freezes again. Oh, no. The Wi-Fi is not acting right at my brother's house. Oh, boy. Well, it's okay. We got Low Spec, the penguin, in the house. I love the look on his face. Oh, my God. That's so great. Man, look.
Dude, I got like 50 people on Wi-Fi in this house, dude. I'm lucky if I get kind of signal.
Right. I hear you. I hear you, man. Well, look, man. Hey, what the hell? You can get off my ass. He's having friggin' Wi-Fi problems, boys and girls. Not on live television, man. Show us the axe, bro. Quick, before you get...
Signature ESP, phone, Les Paul, and signature pickups, and it's rock machine. Okay, do this. Before I lose
Kick
my
ass, bro.
Wi-Fi again.
It'll be okay.
What the fuck?
Right? What the hell?
Yo.
He said it's time for the top of the heap. Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck ever? Oh, man, top of the heap. Not much happened this week, did it, Dan?
Not much happening, but there's some good things happening. If you look at the headlines, all of a sudden, Putin and the midget want to talk to the Trumpmeister.
Well,
so maybe he can broker a deal where we can shut this stupid shit down. You know,
look, Pootie Tang, he's always ready to talk.
Got my dillies on the pepper tank.
Yes, man, he's got his dillies on the pepper side. That's the way he goes.
What a time.
What a time, my friend. What a time. Indeed. What a time.
Well, let's see if we can stick to this chronologically. The first thing that happened this week over in the Ukraine situation, which we always will report on, boys and girls. We're getting close to 3 years in this thing. Ukraine says it attacked North Korean troops for the first time. North Korean troops have come under fire after joining Russia's war in Ukraine, officials said. Wow, this is the escalation I was not wanting to see.
Bro, I saw a headline where some of those North Korean soldiers are taking this as an opportunity to what? Defect.
Imagine that. Yeah, I'd like to go to Russia.
I'll go, man.
I'll go hang out with the Christians. Sure.
Come on, please. I want to be a Ukrainian.
I love Jesus. Let's go do it. Yes. Ukraine says it launched a drone attack on Russian chemical plant as well. They ramping things up here.
Yes. I did read that report. Of course, the Russian defense minister said that nothing to see here, but yeah.
What?
They did some damage there, man.
Not for real. Are you serious? He said that? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, man.
He said nothing to see here.
Please disperse. Nothing to see here.
That's crazy, man.
It is, man.
Absolutely nuts, bro.
Look, it would be on the serious. It would be nice if they could maybe get to the table and start talking this thing down, because they're hitting chemical plants, and it won't be long before something really catastrophic gets hit. And
we don't need that, no doubt. That's the bad thing. Well, remember when this started? They basically nuked a big power plant there, and that's I mean
that's just irresponsible.
You're hurting civilians. You're friggin', and then the chemical thing, dude, you could make that place unlivable. It's ridiculous.
And depending on which way the wind's blowing, you could just devastate entire regions.
Yeah.
So
they need to dial it back, but wait, there's more. As they say. Over there in Israel, Netanyahu isn't making any friends. Israel's Netanyahu dismisses his defense minister as war rages. Protests erupt across country. Now, this is the second time he's gotten rid of this guy. He brought him back because the last time he did this, the exact same thing happened.
Sure.
Apparently, he's a rival of Netanyahu's, and they feel like he's a voice of reason, and Yeah, people don't like it at
I
all.
think Netanyahu's at a point now where he is not interested in negotiating. He's not interested in any of that shit. He's just not.
Yeah, he's not. And
look, that region has pushed Israel, specifically Netanyahu, to the point where he's not going to. You're not going to give me empty deals and empty promises anymore. I'm going to go take what I need for security for my nation. Yeah. And if that means spilling over somewhere else, that's the way it's going to go, which is, scary.
Mm-hmm.
But you can only push people so far.
Well, I have a thought about this, Dan. I think he's doing as much as he can to lay the groundwork for the way he wants things because of the results today, this week in our country. I think he's going to be pressured to stop this pretty quick. And I think he's trying to get as much done as he can. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. And
the clock is ticking now. So
sure, if asked, and I believe Trump is going to make his rounds throughout the globe to shut all this stuff down because it's not good for anybody. War is not. I mean, you talk about the citizenry. Obviously in the background, some multi-trillionaires are making huge money on weapons deals, but it's not just Trump. Typically, when you get a strong conservative leader in the White House, all this stuff shuts down.
All this stuff shuts down because
back to business. Everybody can make money. Kill everybody.
Well, let's go through the timeline for Tuesday. Republican nominee Donald Trump cast his vote in Florida as U.S. decides next presidential election. Then we had early voting numbers are scary for Kamala Harris, says ex-Obama aide. The early voting numbers it was a large turnout, and they were going just off of GOP, registered GOP versus registered Democrat, and it was staggering the number of GOP.
Look, and I have an opinion on this, and now I did pass a lot of polling places on the way home, and once early voting started, you talk about lines.
Yep.
So at the day of the election, there was nobody out there. Everybody had already voted, but I never.
Done it. Yeah,
I've been in this area now for, 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
Never saw a voter turnout like that. And my belief is, and it's just my opinion, these are people that took it for granted that Trump was going to win in re-election. They didn't vote.
Right, back in 2020. So what you're saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just took it
out this time.
He's gonna be a 2-term president. They're gonna win.
Yeah. Look at the state. We're kicking ass. And he lost. People didn't get out and vote. That's their own fault. People think that it doesn't matter. It matters.
And right here at home, Louisiana's early voting numbers reflect a huge shift to GOP.
Sure.
He was going to win our state anyway.
Yeah.
But much like 2016, though, when he won, Harris doesn't speak as tearful supporters leave watch party. This happened, I want to say, just before midnight Central Time, about 1 o'clock on the East Coast. And if you remember, Hillary Clinton packed it in as the results were coming in the year she lost.
I mean, you can't stand up all the. How many times did you run for president?
Yeah, right.
In your lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got a lot of people out there, really blood, sweat, tears, money, everything to back you.
Yeah.
You can't come out and speak at all.
Yeah. Yeah. She sent her one of her campaign advisors out there. Just like Clinton did. The same thing. Clinton didn't show up. It was the same thing. Same thing all over again. Well, sure enough, boys and girls, Trump declared victory at election party, and the current count, I don't know I think all of them are done now. 312. And he won the popular vote as well by 3 million. 74 million to 71 million for Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
This is, we call this two things, the red wave and a mandate. This is people saying, we do not like what's going on.
Yeah.
It's time to turn things around. It was, I put in there, I did my own stream that night, and God love him, David tried to hang with me, but when it got to be around midnight his time, about 11 o'clock here, because I started at 10.
Yeah.
He really did try and hang in there with me, but he was so tired. He had to go to bed. So I ended up doing most of the show myself.
Yeah. I started watching it, and I think I was watching it after the fact. I think the morning of the election, I turned it on to see what your intro looked like, and it was very cool. I dug the flag and all, but President Trump's challenge is going to be to try to unite this nation, because we are so polarized on so many different fronts. And the reason why he didn't win re-election in the beginning, because people do not like his personality at all.
Yeah, for sure.
He is tagged as a Nazi fascist, a dictator, and he's got the. But what's interesting is what puts him over the top to victory is the Latino vote.
Yeah.
So somebody of color is agreeing with what this man's saying, and I would be interested to see what the African American vote was. But he's got a challenge. One of these freaking presidents has got to reunite this country, because we can't continue down this path.
No,
we can't.
We say it all the time on this show. Don't believe the hype. That's the government's worst fear. I got your back, brother. Everybody else is brainwashed, no doubt. We say it all the time. Yeah, for sure.
That's his biggest challenge.
If you're watching some of these, dude, The View, those girls on The View are just
so toxic.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. I'm like, wow. Okay.
But and the flip side of that coin is there's some committee, round table things on Fox and some of these conservatives, and they're just as bad.
They are just as bad.
We've got to get rid of all that rhetoric and build bridges, man. A country, history has shown, country that's divided will die. It just will. There's no patriotism.
You saw the headline a minute ago that the world leaders were coming out congratulating Trump. Also, Zelensky confirms deadly clashes with North Korean troops, as we said earlier, as Putin says he's willing to talk with Trump. So both these guys, I think the writing's on the wall. Hopefully we'll get some movement in some of this stuff. Now, I wanted to show you guys this. That when I talk about the red wave and the mandate and all that good stuff, there was a moment on CNN's coverage, the holy smokes moment, when CNN's Jake Tapper it went viral, his reaction to Kamala Harris's election slump. And what they were talking about in this clip, and let me turn the sound down, on, so you guys can hear it. He was asked to show how Kamala did versus Biden in the last election, if she outperformed in certain areas and whatnot. This is what the response was.
So you asked, are there any places that the vice president is overperforming Joe Biden in 2020? So we could show you that as well. We just bring that out here. Harris overperforming in 2020.
Holy smokes.
There you go. So let this go away and see if there's anything on the east side there.
Literally nothing?
Literally nothing.
Literally not one county?
Not one county did she outperform Joe Biden.
Well, and she can thank Joe Biden for that, because she did not distance herself from what's going on, what this administration is doing. She was asked directly on The View, would you do anything different? She says, I can't think of anything that I would do different. Yep. And people are not down for that.
No. She conceded the next day. She vows to fight for America's promise. I don't know what this girl's political future is going to be. I really don't.
She'll be a talking head like Hillary.
That's what I'm thinking. I think she's going to be a commentator more than a voice in the party. I don't think she's going to be a voice in the party. She was pretty much placed there. You know what I mean? Oh, nice mug, dude. Where'd you get that thing, bro? Where'd you get the Joe's Atmosphere mug? Pretty neat, bro. Pretty neat.
It is. Get your mug today at Joe's Atmosphere. This thing is awesome. I've never tasted any coffee better than when I drink a mug from Joe's Atmosphere.
Joe's Atmosphere coffee mug. Yeah.
Buy them up, people.
That's actually a prototype. I don't have the marketplace set up yet, but yeah. But
we'll edit that out later. They don't even know that.
As far as that's cool. As far as she goes, though, I mean, she was slammed in the 2020 election. I mean, Tulsi Gabbard blew her doors off so bad in the friggin' debate.
Well, I guarantee
her money's dried up the next day.
Threw it out there to see if anybody wanted to step into her, in that position, and nobody wants to take that on at that late stage.
Yeah,
they missed the target. They didn't get him.
Mm-hmm.
Biden obviously is incompetent. He can't make another 4 years, so they had to get somebody.
Yeah. It was becoming elder abuse. It really was. It was just wow,
now,
come on. Yeah, we didn't need 4 more years of that. That's for sure.
So
he wouldn't have made it 4 years, I don't think.
No, he would not have made
not
it.
in that stressful job. He might live longer because of this. No. But the reaction worldwide is something else. Hamas calls for immediate end to war after Trump election win. You see the polar sides of this, right? You got Netanyahu getting rid of his defense minister, and he's all about basically just nuking as many targets as possible before Trump gets in office. And then you've got these guys saying, hey, we need to talk to you.
Right. Well, I mean, look, Hamas only has themselves to thank for that shit because that's sneak attack, and people forget about that. That was so barbaric.
Yeah.
So Netanyahu said, okay, and he wants to continue that because nobody's listening anyway on that side.
Mm-hmm.
They've made it very clear. You cut one head off, 2 will rise. It's weeds, right? So he's going scorched earth. I mean, he just is.
Yeah. I just, whenever civilians get hurt by that, it creates more activists, man.
Sure.
It does.
Sure.
It's a perpetuating thing. They need to stop it. Also, we got this thing, of course, decided to go video when I don't want it to. Look at the look on that man's face. Joe Biden tells nation, you can't love your country only when you win. I got to say, his speech that he gave congratulating Trump was probably one of the best ones he's ever given. And he was very uniting about it. He was saying exactly what you were saying earlier.
Yeah. Look, Rome is burning, and these leaders need to really take a look at that because it's something they've created.
Yep.
Stop fucking with us. Let us raise our families. Let's live our American dream. Stop interjecting into every form of our life and just let us be.
Yep.
Do what you're charged. You work for us. Somewhere along the lines, that's been lost in translation.
Right.
The borders, national security infrastructure, and get out of everything else. Make that government smaller on the local, state, and federal level so we can have more money in our pockets to spend and invest for our family, right?
Yep. I really think that the inflation, it's the economy, stupid. That's exactly why this all happened. People were paying so much for goods and services. It friggin' ramped up to a level not seen before. It's ridiculous how much everything's
you want to get
costing.
people's attention, triple and quadruple the freaking price of food.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuel. And, they were just killing people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So,
All right. Well, that's it for the top of the heap. Don't worry. In earthquakes, we're going to have more about the election and everything. But hey, relax, boss. I'm doing it.
Yo.
He said it's time for the jockstrap, man. It's time for different kind of millionaire.
Dude, my dude taking it in the grill. Oh.
Yeah, he is.
Cutler.
Cut daddy. Hopefully he got his bond met and everything. Everything's going good for him. Hopefully.
That's the Simple Jack Award winner. I'll smack in the face again.
Oh, damn. You know what? We got something about them Dolphins. They're playing the Rams tonight. I think I took the Rams in this one because, what's his name? Mr. Concussion Kid, Tua Tagovailoa. Been showing a little rust, so,
Is Tyreek Hill playing tonight?
Yeah.
He suffered a wrist injury in the preseason, then it was re-aggravated this week in practice, so it's my understanding he's a game time.
He may not play, huh? Well, we still got Waddle, but look, the Rams have got. Well, I think because he got thrown out of the game last week, and I was shocked when I heard that he threw a punch at somebody. Puka Nacua isn't going to be in the first quarter of the game, but Kupp is, and they're both healthy. So, and I don't know if you've seen Stafford now that he's got those two back. He's starting those no-look passes again, weird angles and shit, and he's looking like he's 20 years old again, dude. It's
amazing when you get all the skill players back, and you've got that good line going, and it begins right up front. But now he's got guys that he can count on to be where they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And read and react,
Yep. Well, Danny's football experience this year, that's what he was speaking to earlier. No, I'm not going to talk about the Tigers, but I will talk about the Saints.
Gracias.
The Saints they were sellers at the trade deadline. They sent
damn it.
They sent Marshawn Lattimore to the Commanders.
What a great player he was for us, man.
He is. And he's going to be a great player for the Commanders when he hits the field for them too. They could have used him this weekend. They ended up losing to Pittsburgh.
That was such a great game too.
Yeah,
man. Look, if dude doesn't jump off sides there, they get the ball back without.
They get the ball back, and who knows what would have happened, right?
Yeah, Jaden Daniels is just unflappable, man. And I thought forward progress. I thought that catch was right there at the sticks, but whatever.
Thought so too. But yeah, to your point, when you texted me about it, he needs to take a step back and catch that a little lower.
He does.
He does. He's got to know where he is.
Longer than because that hole is there and that ball is there.
Yeah, yeah. He's
drop passes and hey.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, I've seen a lot of seasoned quarterbacks get under that duress really quick. When they're trying to run that screen and make a bad decision.
Yeah. Yep. Boom.
Nope.
There you go.
Nope.
Yep. Got it. Yeah, this guy's cool. Look, Jaden Daniels, they lost, sure enough, but they lost to a damn good team. The Pittsburgh Steelers, the fact that they were even with them with that defense that Pittsburgh has, because it's no joke, man. TJ Watt was all over him.
Look, Russell Wilson looks like he's in his comfort zone because he's doing exactly what he likes to do. They run the ball at you, and he's going to hit you over the top with some big play action plays.
Teardrop pass of his gives those receivers time to fucking adjust and get it, and it's amazing. What a change of scenery would do for somebody.
When you can drop it in there like that, it doesn't matter if there's double coverage or not.
Not all quarterbacks have that throw, do they, Dan? Not all of them have it. They don't. And that's one of the greatest things you'll ever see, man.
I'll tell you who else has that throw. I hate to say it. Is freaking Derek Carr.
Yeah, he does have that throw. Yeah. He just doesn't do it when he's got somebody in his face.
Yeah,
he totally shits the bed when somebody's in his face.
He will not stand there.
But they won yesterday, Dan. They did. They got the record to 3 and whatever.
The good news is that division is so bad.
These guys, I have to tell you, if you get a chance to watch them again, Dan, they're playing their ass off for Rizzo. They're playing their ass off for this guy. They must like him a lot because they were hitting out there. That defense was playing. So, you definitely.
If you look at the stats of that game, by all rights, we should have lost that game.
Yeah, because Cousins was doing what he does.
Time of possession, it was the turnovers that got us,
and it was happening on third down. The defense was getting it done on third down, dude. Yeah. They were. Yeah. It was really good. Okay, next up in the jockstrap. Yeah, you sent me this one. Al Michaels called out the refs with blunt statement on live TV after they totally blew it during a critical moment of Bengals Ravens Thursday night football game. Now, let me explain this, guys. If you didn't see this, it's a second week in a row that on the final drive of a game during the final drive. Now, this was during a 2-point conversion. There were not one, not two, but 3 fouls by the defense on the offense. They practically mugged the tight end at the line. I don't know what was going on with that, why they didn't call that. But Joe Burrow got face masked in the process when he was going down.
Yep.
They didn't call any of it. Game over. That was it because they had to have a 2-point conversion. Well, actually, no, they didn't have to have a 2-point conversion. What they were doing, they were trying to win the game.
They were going to win. They were going to win.
Yeah, they were going for the win because neither team in the fourth quarter, they were so gassed they couldn't stop each other. Burrow was slicing up the Baltimore defense, and the Bengals defense was shitting the bed as well. They were giving up points because they had held for like 2.5 quarters, and then the Baltimore Ravens uncorked it in the third. It was ridiculous, man. They couldn't stop it.
I saw the one, they throw a quick out, and the wide receiver catches it. 3 missed tackles as he's on the sideline.
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, that's
an indictment on the NFL. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you guys give it to that receiver staying in bounds, though. That was pretty cool. But
that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. He should have been leveled by one of those guys.
No reason, yeah.
But I got to tell you, man, 2 weeks in a row. The week before, it was the face mask on the Vikings quarterback in the end zone. They're on their final drive attempt. Who knows if they could have gone 94 yards with no timeouts, but they didn't get the opportunity when they should have. And we talked about this on the show. I know you weren't there this weekend, but yeah, look at this. Wade, stop friggin' trolling my brother. You stop it.
It's all right. Hey, you got to
But hey, we talked about it this weekend. I really think they need to just go ahead and add that LA official, the one that's watching all the tapes, add that to the refereeing crew for every fucking NFL game and let them be able to throw a flag as well. It
shouldn't be just one guy watching the freaking tape. It's got to be 10 because this is a multi-trillion-dollar fucking industry. And the idea that they can't get these calls right, they either don't want to get them right or these games are getting fixed.
Yeah, we've talked about the analytics push right along with
and I always go back to the Saints pass interference not called. And then in the overtime, the same game against the Rams, Drew Brees throws an interception. What happened as he's throwing the ball? He gets fucking smashed right in the face.
Yeah.
No call there either.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
the legacy of non-calls in the Superdome is bizarre.
The Bengals this year, that pass interference cost them the game in the Chiefs game. And we've seen much more egregious stuff that was not called.
Yeah.
And that play alone.
It makes you wonder,
the integrity, dude, I'm telling you.
The integrity of the game really is coming into question because of their link to gambling. And it hurts my heart because it's my favorite game.
Sure.
It really does. Okay. Next up, MMA star Conor McGregor choked and raped a woman in an Irish hotel. Alleged victim testifies. Kept thinking I would die. This girl's name, Nikita Hand.
Not my dude.
She testified that he choked her 3 times during the attack.
I'll bet you money our guy Conor McGregor attended some of these Diddy parties, dude. I would not put it past my dude to be in one of those freak-offs.
He's having his day in court. We'll keep an eye on this one, but it does not sound good. That's for sure.
Conor
McGregor. Damn. Why do they always go to jail when they're done with fucking boxing, man? I don't get that. And then, of course, the whole world was saddened this week when Ray Gunn, the Olympic breakdancer who became a laughingstock, says she's retiring because of the backlash.
Travesty.
It is a travesty.
The break dancing world has lost a major star.
She loves. What are you doing?
The breakdancing world has lost a major star.
Oh my God, he's all over me for this one. It's time for the flicks, bro.
Freaking Luke.
He said enough about that idiot breakdancer. It's time for the flicks.
Let's look at that idiot Luke just leaving his hand out there to be freaking hacksawed off. Idiot.
Hey, my man Bruce is getting it done though, bro. He's on the run.
Golden diaper.
I know the
Don't
golden
forget about the golden diaper. Luke, you're looking stupid. Look, what are you doing?
What are you doing, man?
I mean,
well, I got to tell you, this week, the box office, let's see. Let me get I forgot to get the right one up here. Here we go. Just takes me a second.
Nice.
This week, the weekend of November 8th, Venom was number 1 at the box office. And then we had Heretic at number 2 with 11 million. The best Christmas pageant ever. That title scares me to death.
Is that supposed to be a horror flick or something?
Right. It is for men anyway. $10 million. And then Wild Robot at 6 million and Smile at 7 million. A little hangover from Halloween. Not many people go to the theater this time around. There wasn't anything new this week. So
what is Conclave? Did you talk
Heretic
about
and best Christmas pageant ever were the big ones at the box office.
Did you talk about Conclave before? What that's all about?
Now, Conclave is about the picking of a pope, and it's got Ralph Fiennes, and it's one of those ones. I'm going to watch it. I'm just not going to pay to go see it. You know, I'm not going to pay to go see that. But it's an adult movie. I think it should be good. But not many people going. I think everybody's saving up their money for the holidays, and Wicked's coming out the 22nd, the week right before Thanksgiving. So
pretty sure Kim's going to take the granddaughters to go see that.
Oh, I'm getting dragged by my honey to it. Let me tell you. I know you're not.
No.
Oh, I found out today. This is just part 1 of Wicked. Apparently, there's part 2 comes out next November.
More wickedness. Part 2.
More wickedness.
Are due.
I do have a story in Earthquakes about
Extremely wicked.
Extremely wicked, bro. But yeah, this story cracked me up this week. Historian slams Gladiator 2 as total Hollywood bullshit.
Not total Hollywood bullshit.
Total Hollywood bullshit.
No. Reinventing history.
Okay. Dr. Shaddy Barch, a leading historian and classics professor at the University of Chicago, told the Hollywood Reporter that the film's idea is a total Hollywood bullshit. If you read the article, he says in here, where is the quote? I don't think Romans knew what a shark was. And you've seen
dude, sharks. Dude, Romans totally knew what sharks were, dude. Totally. Didn't they have like battles at sea or something?
Yeah, but I mean, how would they get them from a boat over to the Coliseum? You haven't seen the previews for this? They fill the bottom of the Coliseum with water.
As a like a predator fighter kind of thing?
Yeah, they fill the bottom of the Coliseum with water, and they have boats, and they have sharks all in it. This movie does not look good, Dan. It does not look good. The more they put out about it, the more I'm like, oh,
talking about sharking for a living.
Right. Talking about sharking. Oh, man. Don't get me on that subject. Whew. That actually ended up, when I did my Halloween show on the Pop Culture Show, that ended up in the top 10. I might have been top 5. Jaws ended up in the top 5 horror movies of all time.
It's scary as fuck, dude.
I know. It's scared the shit out of you
me
as a
for
kid.
real. That's the only movie I have hid. I
Yeah.
remember looking down at the popcorn and shit on the floor because I didn't want to see what was on the screen.
No, you did not.
I was like, no, what?
Well, dude, you were young, dude.
I was
That
like
came out in
2 or something
75.
like that.
You were like 8 years old,
You adjust my camera.
right?
Okay.
No, you were like 7.
Yeah, I was young.
Yeah, you were 7 years old.
Super young.
I was
Watching the
came
girl
up
get her
right
freaking
before my 10th birthday. Yeah.
chicks getting her
But yeah, you were
hit in
traumatized.
half
by
right
that.
at the beginning of the damn movie, screaming bloody murder.
Look, guys,
Still,
all the way
motherfucker.
up until he into his adult life, he still can't handle some violence in movies. I mean, he's a big action fan. That's over the top fucking comic book shit. But yeah, if it's realistic, he can't deal, man.
It's like in Saving Private Ryan when the 2 guys were in the
guy with the knife. Yeah.
Slowly, that's bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Well, speaking of horror movies, an icon of the horror genre passed away this week.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's Candyman.
Candyman actor Tony Todd died at the age of 69.
He was in The Rock too. I remember him in The Rock, but definitely Candyman, right? So
yeah,
he was only 69 years old, man.
Only 69. He's a young man. He's been here at GeekCon several times over the years. This guy was on all the circuits for all the fan events, and by all accounts, a great guy. I was going to get his the next time he was through, but I guess I waited too late.
You waited too late, bro.
Yep. This one, and such a young guy too. I mean, that's only what 10 years older than me. You know?
I mean, honestly, dude.
Yeah.
Our president's like 10 years older than this guy. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, he's not 10 years, but he's getting up there. Yeah. But hate to see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, hey, am I not moving fast enough for you?
No.
Dude.
Yo.
All over me all the day.
Yo. Yo.
Triple yo. What the hell, man?
Talk about impatient.
What is going on with that? Damn.
Sit down back there, bro. Gee whiz.
You know what he says? He said it's time for the Diddy Files.
Look, the Diddy Files, man. This guy.
The Diddy Files, bro. We even got video this time around.
I mean, honestly, God, every 2 hours you're going to get a new headline about the Diddy Files.
I'm telling you, dude. They're coming out of the woodwork with the Diddy Files. It's redonkulous.
It really is.
Redonkulous. This guy.
He's interwoven into a lot of.
Look, there's leaked footage of one of his famous all-white parties. Check it out. What are these guys doing?
What's going on here? What is happening? Is that DiCaprio?
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Or is that freaking, who's my other guy that was married to Demi Moore? What's my guy's name?
Oh, Ashton Kutcher.
He's falling off the edge of the earth too. You don't see anything from him anymore.
Well, Mia Kunis left his ass over the shit.
I'm telling you, if you have enough of these videos, you're going to see Conor McGregor.
This is early in the day, though, because there's families there, right?
You're
and then the sun goes down, right?
You're going to see princes. You're going to be heads of state up there. You're going to see billionaires and talk about powerful people, man, are going to be at that thing.
He's pushing.
Oh, yeah, he was spiking drinks and everything, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
If you believe what's being put out there.
Yep. It's redonkulous. It is
he
absolutely
recently hit the courts up for another plea to, bail out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
we got that one in here too. This one I thought was funny as hell. Elon Musk slams Jennifer Lopez for not warning people about Diddy. He was on Joe Rogan.
I'm telling you, that's why Ben Affleck left. Once this shit broke, Ben was out the door.
Yeah, he was. And this is the quote. I don't want to play the video because I don't want to get popped for it or anything, but the quote is pretty, it makes pretty much sense. Okay. He says J-Lo was like his ex-girlfriend, and now all of a sudden she's warning people about Trump. Musk said, how many people did she warn about Diddy? 0. Maybe we shouldn't trust her opinion.
Makes a valid point, man.
I mean, this stuff
makes a valid point.
Yeah, he does. And this one always kills me. That picture of DiCaprio hanging with this bunch of dudes right there, and he's young in that picture, man. This was a while ago. It was wall-to-wall debauchery. Sean Diddy Combs freak off gatherings featured mirrors on the ceilings, reveals party planner.
Sounds like Hotel California.
Right? You can check out, but you can't check in. What the hell is going on here?
You can check in, but you can't check out.
I lost that one for a second. Apparently, it decided it needed refreshing. I went to Diddy parties. There is a dark formula they use to take advantage of young women and men. This girl says right here.
Yes.
She's an ex-model, I think, isn't she?
Yes, ex-model, and she attended some of these things, and yeah, she's saying but she doesn't name names. She says he's not the only one. That's a learned behavior, she says. He's just doing things that were already being done in the industry.
The music industry, right?
No, yeah, not just the music industry, JoJo.
Entertainment industry, period.
Entertainment industry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Weinstein, yeah. the casting couch and whatnot, right? And then finally, they tried to put together. Whoa, what is going on here?
Hello, track and
16
field.
unforgettable moments captured. Go
track
ahead.
and field. Anyone?
Crack and field? Is that what you said?
I can't take credit for that.
Oh man, Diddy's attorneys. Please stop it. Dismiss. This thing's going to keep dropping down, folks. Sorry. Diddy's attorneys make an offer the DA can't refuse. Well, apparently he is refusing it.
This is from today, and they put a lot of stipulations on the request. Diddy will this, and Diddy will that, and Diddy will submit to this, and Diddy will submit to that. All with the caveat that he gets to live in his, he gets to stay at home, either that freaking $50 million mansion in Florida or $50 million mansion wherever he wants to go. Limited access to. I'll never give this guy access to internet. Never.
No.
I want to talk about jury tampering, money in the waters. This guy should not get out.
No.
Now, if he's proven as innocent, good to go. But there's no way. No way.
That's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. We'll be keeping an eye on the Diddy Files, boys and girls. That was a light load for this week. That's for sure.
Light load.
A light load. Do I need lubricant for that? Where's the
phrasing? Are we not doing phrasing anymore?
All right, relax.
Yo.
He says time for earthquakes, bro. Time for them earthquakes, some things that shake things up.
Shake things up.
They shake things up all over the place. Shake them up so bad they mess up your makeup. They destroy buildings.
Look,
roadways.
Those surveyors. Who ever did the surveys on the buildings and the roadways there? That's got to be California because that's just atrocious.
Come
on. There's no rebar in that concrete. Look at that. No rebar at all.
There is no support in that at all.
Unbelievable. Who did the
inspection
inspection on
there? Oh, speaking of this, we have actual earthquakes this time around. Volcano eruption claims 10 lives, forces thousands to flee. Now, I'm going to try and get this right, but the eruptions originated from Mount, oh my God, Luotobi Laki.
Hell yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Luotobi Laki. Oh man. So yeah, there it is.
What
right there.
What country is that in? Is that in Hawaii?
Let's see.
What's going on with this advertisement right here? Is she farting? What's going on?
I guess I don't know what she's doing. I don't really know. My God, here's another Winnelega Tang.
Yeah, Wu-Tang District.
Okay, I'm not sure what part of the planet this is on. You guys can search it. Yikes. But say some prayers for them folks. They need
it. Wherever they may live.
Yeah. Thank God that the election's over. We got some people saying, shut the fuck up. Middle-class Americans are tired of celebrity endorsements as 65% struggle with rising costs.
Yeah.
They're talking about all these celebrity endorsements during the campaign in this article here.
Sure.
And they came out in droves, man.
More evidence that these celebs do not live in our world.
No.
And the politicians do not live in our world.
Yep. Now we've got a
standard, and they set laws and regs that we all have to live by, but they don't live in our world.
No, they don't. Hurricane Rafael makes landfall as a Category 3 storm, bringing life-threatening storm surge to Cuba. This one's coming up into the Gulf, so we got to watch that one.
Now, I track this every day because I track hurricanes because obviously I'm in the water business.
Shipping, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we usually respond to these areas where hurricanes are hit. And if you follow this thing, it got into the Gulf, right in the middle of the Gulf area, and it's kind of just lingering there, spinning. And the latest projections show it actually spinning southwest and hitting Mexico City.
Mexico, huh?
Doesn't look like it's going to make landfall in the United States at all. So
it's hanging a hard left.
It's weird
going right into Mexico, huh?
Weird.
Wow. Yeah. Batten down the hatches down there, folks.
Yep. Well, if you look at the windage, I mean, the windage has gone down to like 35 miles an hour. It's actually dropped down to, it's not even a tropical storm anymore.
Well, we're getting near the end of the season. I'm sure the Gulf is cooling off by now. So, yeah, it's not getting the energy that it would in the middle of summer. Yeah.
Once it got into the Gulf, it lost its steam. So,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, keep an eye on that one, folks, especially you folks in Texas. See if it hangs a left or anything. Next up, stocks and Bitcoin jump after Trump victory. So do worries about inflation as Dow surges 1,500 points. And,
the assumption is people are, lower taxes, lower inflation. He's going to do tariffs, which is going to raise the cost of, the inbound stuff.
Right. The whole thought behind that is trying to spur manufacturing here. But, we'll see what happens, man. It just depends on how you look at it, Dan. They're actually, a lot of these car companies are building plants in Mexico just to send cars over the border.
Right.
When they should be building those things here, but it's cheaper for them to run down there. So, it's going to be interesting to watch and see.
So the tariff, it is what it is. The idea is, the easing of the economic burden, that people are going to have more money to spend, more money to invest.
Yeah.
So I think that's why you see the spikes in the marketplace. So we'll see how it goes once it levels out. I mean, history has shown with the Trump administration that we're going to have lower taxes and lower fuel costs.
Yep.
Or inflation. World stability. So hopefully he trends in that direction again. So, but again, I said before, his biggest challenge is going to be got to unify this country because
he did get a mandate to change what's going on now, but at the same time, you're right. He's got to do it in a unifying way. He can't He can't piss off the people that didn't vote for him. He's got to win some of those people back.
Yeah, you can't alienate a huge swath of our country. You just can't do it. Because.
And it's going to be a hard thing to do, Dan, because it is polarized big time.
He's going to have to do it. He is the tip of the spear. He can make the difference. This is where Donald Trump and his narcissism is going to be challenged.
Yep.
He's got to have to look at our country. If he really wants to do that's what he talks about, what's best for our country, he needs to include everybody.
Yep.
Everybody in that conversation.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see.
6.8 magnitude earthquake shakes Cuba after hurricanes and blackouts. Somebody's got it in for Cuba, man. They're getting smoked right now. It's ridiculous, dude. Prayers for the commies down there.
Prayers for the commies.
Markets close at record highs as Trump is reelected. That's pretty much the same story as I just showed, but bears repeating. Apparently, people think we're going to have a better world market with him.
Getting
the place back to business, man.
Sure, with lower taxes, lower inflation, people are going to have more money in their pocket and will invest. Bitcoin will certainly go after some of that money, but it would be nice to have more of your money to invest and do things with your family that you want to do instead of just being burdened. From paycheck to paycheck. So.
Just being able to friggin' survive. That's right. I think, and I don't want to go off on this tangent too long, but I know young people, our kids' age, are finding it hard as hell just to buy a house because of the difficulties in the housing market. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Prices are through the roof on everything, man.
Everything. When fuel costs go up, everything goes up.
Yep.
Everything.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, talking about that half of the country, they're not reacting well to this. As Trump gained election lead, TV anchors tried to convince viewers to keep watching. Now, I tweeted out about this. Like I said, I did a 4-hour show covering the election that night. And I tweeted out during the show, I said, respect to CBS News. ABC and NBC are still crying over Biden and Kamala a full hour and 40 minutes after America decided who the 47th president of the United States would be. LFG, let's fucking go. God saved me for a higher purpose. He said that during his acceptance speech. So, yeah.
I know I tuned in after I got your text in the morning, and it was 3:15-ish, and I turned on CNN. They still hadn't called it, and it was clear that she had no path, but they weren't. You know, at the end of the day, a business kicks
ABC,
in. They want to keep their viewership going.
Yeah, here's ABC at 10 minutes to 4 in the morning Central Time. They still had him at 266. They would not give it up. They would not do it.
Who is that? Is that
That's Chris Christie. That's Mr. Donut from New Jersey. You know who it is. He loves to talk shit about Trump, man. You know he was going to be on ABC, bro. But look, we got others in the sphere. You know, Jimmy Kimmel wasn't happy about this.
This was sent to us by our in the field correspondent.
Yes, the Henna Bro.
The Henna Bro.
And this is just to show you how
hypocritical
this particular guy is.
I've been
not
talking
to say
about
everybody on that side of the aisle, but
for
this
the
guy
longest
definitely
time I've been talking about this guy.
Yeah, check this out, guys. It says Jimmy Kimmel. It was a terrible night for women. Well, check it out. I've got the video going. Do I have the video going?
Let's be honest. It was a terrible night last night. It was a terrible night for women. Let's be honest.
What the hell, man? This guy here, dude.
Did the Man Show back in the day, and it was just totally exploitive, man. Totally.
Right? That's him on the Man Show.
That's nonsense. This is bullcrap.
That's the other guy that was on there with him. I can't remember that guy's name, but if you follow him, he's great. By the way, he is not like that at all.
Well, no, he doesn't back down. I mean, he is who he is. So he's not. But this guy right here is the worst of the worst. He really is.
And then we got. I wish this thing would have stayed on the. Let me see if I can refresh it and get the picture up. Yeah, there it is. They stayed up for a second there. Trump's victory. Hollywood elite who vowed to leave U.S. if he won are all talk and no walk, experts say.
I saw Sharon Stone. I saw
Sharon Stone, Cher,
and Cher
among the celebrities. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And I've only got one thing to tell those folks. And you know what it's going to be. You've heard it from me before.
Let me help you back.
Bye.
Look.
Go away.
I'm kind of like, and it's a good movie to watch today, although it is depressing. Born on the 4th of July. I'm kind of like cruising that movie, right?
Heavy subject, man. I can't watch it. Watched it one time.
Yeah, it's tough. But he told his brother at the dinner table, love it or leave it. You know? That's it, man. You know what I mean?
Go somewhere else and you'll figure it out real quick.
Now, this guy, he was close to becoming the Simple Jack Award winner this week.
He was close.
He was close. It was a close contest. Ex-actor freed from prison under early release plan, actively evading arrest.
Yeah, this knucklehead violated his parole. And, yeah, I mean, he gets out on early release, and then he violates his parole. And I think you said that he's been apprehended now. So
oh yeah,
he's going right back.
From the BBC actor found after evading arrest.
He'll go right back because he's a freaking knucklehead with really bad tattoos. So,
oh my God, what is that, bro? What is that?
Who knows?
Hi, vey.
That may get him parts in Hollywood. You know, some of these freaking
white inmate number whatever. I guess I don't know. Next up, this is the matter of fact. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Hold it.
Now what I mean, sign them all.
Sign them all.
Yeah, this one's falls under planes, trains.
That's my dude. Yes, I've been there so many times.
That's planes, trains, and automobiles for this one, bro. 5 dead after plane slams through airport wall, bursts into flames during aborted takeoff.
Woo.
Oh,
Did anybody die?
Crazy.
5 dead. God,
5
dog.
dead. Yeah. Smoke rose from the smashed auto and plane's broken fuselage as they burned on the roadway outside of Mesa's Falcon Field Airport after 4:40 p.m. Yeah.
Oh.
Mesa, Arizona. Is that crazy, man? Wow. That's a shame. I mean, that's just that kind of falls under when it's your time to go. It's your time to go, right?
Time to go, man.
Yikes! You can't get out of the way of that. Now, Mr. Trump is starting to fill his cabinet, and I thought this was interesting. He decided to pick a young lady who's been around the Republican Party for a long time. This guy got DeSantis the governorship down in Florida.
Hold on. He's appointing a female to a high cabinet position.
Yes, the misogynist that is Donald Trump has decided to, for the first time, pick a female for the chief of staff.
So this has not happened before.
Because I guess nobody thought a woman could do it, but he apparently thinks a woman can do it. She was the head of his campaign. Her name is Susie Wiles, and she's going to be the first female chief of staff to the president of the United States.
This decision,
yes,
in the words of Donald Trump, is huge.
It's huge. It's huge. You know, it's huge. But what I thought was interesting was who her father is. Her father is the late, great Pat Summerall. Now, anybody that watches football knows that when Madden was in his heyday, it was Pat Summerall he was calling games with, man.
Those guys were the best, man.
They were the
just
best.
Absolute best.
Yep. I thought that was very interesting. I already liked this girl because I loved Pat Summerall, you know. But anyway, yeah, I find that very interesting.
Huge.
Yeah, it's huge. And then, matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to make that my last story tonight. We'll leave that there. I got one more from the sphere of earthquakes. We had an earthquake here in Bossier City. We had a disgruntled voter who is a member of our political sphere. I guess you could call this the best and brightest. Bossier leader resigns after calling Trump voters Nazis. This is a girl. She's the president of the Bossier Women's Commission.
Does she even know what a Nazi is? And what
they just throw that term around like, you know, like everybody is that.
That's not. We're too accustomed to throwing these terms around. I mean, the Nazi Party was just. Well, I don't even have words.
Yeah.
How disgusting they were.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. Well, this girl is stepping down after those comments. So, yeah.
Yeah. See, and certain parties have made this a talking point. Yeah. They have associated certain people with the word Nazi.
Yes, they have.
And
it's dumb, man. I don't get it.
Family that still has a surviving member from the Holocaust and see if that frickin' term really applies.
You know, I would direct everybody to the World War II museum down in New Orleans and tell them to go to the Holocaust part of that museum and sit down and watch the 20-minute film of people that were there when they on the day that they rescued these people.
Yeah. We went to the Holocaust Museum in D.C. and it's impressive. But if you have an ounce of soul in you, you can't walk through that place and go and just shake your head to believe that
it's hard to believe that human beings treated other human beings like this.
It's just crazy.
And that's not the case today, boys and girls. I mean, I think in my lifetime, the closest I've seen to a Yahtzee was Idi Amin. He's probably the closest.
Yeah. The Last King of Scotland. That's a great movie, man. That guy was brutal.
The short mustache guy that I've seen in my lifetime.
Yeah.
He was very charismatic. He was telling the press one thing while he was killing his people by the tens of thousands.
Freakish way. I mean, just, yeah. He was a monster. That's the only term that really applies to people like that. Hitler, Idi Amin.
Yeah.
Stalinistic, just
for sure.
Brutal. Monstrous.
Martin, it's good to see you, man. What's going on? Good to see you. Okay, boys and girls. I'm getting told in the background, and now all of a sudden he doesn't want to be in the background. What is your problem, man? Do you have to jump on me every 2 seconds?
Yo.
He said, get your cup on. Get the pads out. Because you know what? It's time to brace yourself. Because we're going to turn the lights out.
I have the utmost respect for Kurt Warner for going in there. I have the utmost respect for Kurt Warner for going in there.
Is Moose Johnson still calling games? Man, he's great at it.
Yeah, he is. He is. He still calls games. He's further down on the rung now. That guy that played tight end for the Panthers for so long is the top guy over at Fox now. He's the top color guy over there since Aikman left. Aikman will be on tonight with Joe Fuck, Mr. Yankees baseball. All he can do is talk about how great people's uniforms look.
I would love to hear his reaction to their total meltdown the last game of the World Series.
Oh, you've seen it before, Dan? You don't remember Game 4 of the fucking World Series when all he could do was bitch, moan, and complain about the Yankees not making it? You don't remember that when they swept the Cardinals?
Oh, I remember. I remember how sad he was when we came back from 3-0 and just
smoked them.
Couldn't believe it.
Could not believe it, dude. We're sitting there. We're doing something that a team has never done before.
Never done. Can't give him credit for that.
In the postseason, and he couldn't do it. And on top of that, A-Rod's fucking narcissistic ass, if you remember, decided to sign a new contract or something like that day. And that was the news that day in baseball. And we were going for the 8th straight fucking victory in the postseason after being down 0-3.
Yeah, douchebag. I remember A-Rod in that final game. He's called out. He swipes the ball out of the
bats it out of the guy's hand. He's running to first base. I'm like, you're an asshole. But anyway, okay. So my final word tonight is about this one right here. I had to laugh, boys and girls. I mean, this isn't funny subject matter at all. We really need to look into this and see how this happened. But police warn residents to lock down houses as dozens of monkeys escape research facility.
Now, where is this research facility located?
It's in one of the Carolinas, South Carolina.
Awesome.
Chaos has descended on a South Carolina town after a gang of over 40 monkeys. Let me repeat, 40 monkeys.
Chaos.
From a nearby research facility, and they're not allowed to say what they were testing them for, or what they were testing on them. So there's no telling what these guys are trying to spread.
It's fucking COVID part 2. Pardue. Fucking assholes, man. I mean,
unbelievable, man. How do you let me ask you this?
Chaos agents out in the street.
We always talk about how, we're living in idiocracy, which is a movie.
We are. This is total idiocracy going on right now.
Could this be the beginning of the Planet of the Apes? Come on. What is going on here?
Reported here on the Brothers Hack the Matrix first.
Breaking news.
Beginning of the end, people. We're not the smartest animal on the planet.
I mean, this is just how
does that happen? Do they not have
40 monkeys out?
Security protocols at this freaking research facility? How does that happen?
Yeah, look at Martin. He says, holy shit, the wave of illness that this thing is going to unleash. I mean, let's hope they were just testing them on stuff that's just tame. But usually when they're testing monkeys, it's something advanced. Okay?
That's after monkeys, it's human trials.
Yeah, so they're right next to us. So, yeah they're doing human trials next. wow. This really, keep an eye on the story, guys, and see what happened with this, because my gosh, man, what the hell? How does this happen? I mean,
Look,
I
I'll
can
tell you
understand
right
one
now,
or two.
in South
But damn,
Carolina,
40? Even the lab company's name is similar to the one on the Planet of the Apes with James Franco. Wow.
I'll tell you right now, this is totally different than if these things broke out in California. These things got out in South Carolina. Them poor people down there will shoot them.
Yeah, they will.
Kill them.
Yeah,
No problem.
no doubt. It's good to see you,
Smoke,
Matt.
smoke,
by
got
the
a
way,
monkey over here in my front lawn. Smoke, smoke, got a monkey over here in my front lawn. Come get him. Smoke,
come
smoke.
get him, or I'm going to shoot his ass.
No, they'll shoot
Sorry.
him first. They won't even fuck around. They'll shoot him first. No. People in the South, they'll shoot first, ask questions later.
That's it. They're
boom. You're not supposed to be in my yard. It's a monkey. No.
Most people in the North like Picard. Those of us in the South, we're Kirk guys. Shoot first and ask questions later.
We come in peace, shoot to kill, man.
That's it. We come in peace, shoot to kill. That's it. All right. Well, boys and girls, it is time for that award that my brother likes to give out every week. You know what it is. It's called the Silver Pack Award. It's the award that's given out to, that person, organization. Hell, it could be an entire country or government. It's trying to do the right thing, and they just can't seem
to get it right. Man.
They just can't do it, man. And this week, I really can't believe I'm reporting this. I really can't. But yes, it has to do with somebody that I actually, I like. I like this guy.
Look at this. Michael is two in a row. 2 in a row that we've done here of people that we dig,
Yeah. Last time I was Cut Daddy,
Cut Daddy.
Getting busted. Apparently having a meltdown after a divorce and midlife crisis, and looking like Grizzly. He looked like the Unabomber in that fucking mugshot.
His handler has left him, and now he's on his own.
He has been left to his own devices, and it's not looking good.
Not looking good.
Jay Cutler. But Michael Strahan facing backlash for what he did during National Anthem. Now, I'm not going to show the video, but Danny will talk about this, where it was and all that stuff. But if you take a look, I'll blow up the picture. I don't think I need to show the video, but yeah.
Well, you can see it. Yeah, you had it there. Just have that picture up. You see everybody on the cast has got their hand over their hearts except for one Michael Strahan. Now, you know that they go over these things before they actually do the thing. And this is what they were all going to do, is have their hand over their heart. And Fox Sports always does the Veterans Day salute. They, do it from a
salute to service. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, aircraft carrier traditionally, or they might be at one of the academies. But anyway, they do this every year, and they salute the troops, and it's a big part of the NFL, big part of Fox. And this is the closing commemoration where they're doing, and you can see Michael Strahan standing right there, and he's kind of side to side. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he does.
And he does not have his hand over his heart. Now, I don't know the guy's affiliation. He seems like he's a pretty stand-up guy. But I don't know what his motivation is there. And as a veteran, and any veterans watching that, that stings.
Yeah. You kind of
would like to know what his thought process was there.
Motivation
because, again,
is there.
This is the guy that I, respect. He seems like he's a straight shooter and all, but I don't know what your motivation is there. You live in the greatest country on the face of the earth, and he knows that.
Yeah.
Knows that.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's been given opportunities that most people don't get because he was an exceptional athlete. And he was adored by his fellow players. I mean, hell, a lot of people say to this day that his sack record should have an asterisk after it because Brett Favre basically laid down for him on his last sack against the Packers. Remember that? You remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah. And so he was respected by his fellow football players. But that right there, man, I don't know what's going on there.
I don't either. And again, he knows the country we live in. He knows how lucky we all are to be in this country.
Mm-hmm.
And that these rights and this God-given, gift that we have living in this country didn't come freely. People made the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
And for him to sit there and do, I'm getting more pissed about it as I sit here.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some explaining to do.
Yeah, he does.
Now, it is his right to do that.
It was Kaepernick's right to kneel for the national anthem. You see where he's at now.
It's freedom of speech.
There's consequences to your actions, boys.
Yes, it is. It is. But I just did not see that coming from him. And he went full retard on
a national scale.
On a national scale, disrespecting the veterans, and that's all I have to say about that.
Never go full retard. Never go full retard. Never go full retard.
And he did.
Yeah, he
did go full retard. You got to put your hand over your heart if you're a civilian, you can at least put your hand over your heart. Now, those of us in the military, we take our hat off and we do
it. Boom.
Got to do it.
How bald we are and move on.
We got to show off our baldness and then move on. That's it. Exactly.
I didn't see that coming. That one.
He'll explain himself. But yeah. Anyway, I want to thank you guys.
On a downer.
No, not to finish it on a downer. No, we're not going to finish it on a downer. You see, usually we have this background here during the show. Usually we have this background. But today we use this one because it is me and my brother's day. It's Veterans Day is what it is.
America's Day, man.
We have 3 military holidays. We have Memorial Day. That's when we remember those that gave the ultimate sacrifice, the ones that laid down, gave everything for their country. Then you've got Veterans Day. That's those of us that we were honorably discharged from military service, and that's us, I've already thanked him for his service. I want to thank everybody out there that served their country, both Canadian and US.
Raised their hand and said, "I will do that.
I will do this." Yeah, that's it.
And that includes the families that supported those servicemen and women. They are to be saluted as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
They made sacrifices as well.
What was it? You said it's quickly becoming your favorite movie, The Accountant.
Oh,
the wife says in that movie, my husband's in the Army, which means we're all in the Army.
We're all in the Army.
Yeah, because they move all the time. Let me tell you, Danny. I don't think the Air Force moves you around as much as the Army does, but I moved 4 times in 3 years. I mean, the Army moves your ass. It does. Wherever you're needed, you go. Dad was stationed at Barksdale. What, 11 years?
He was there for a long time.
Yeah.
And the only reason why he went to Langley was he was at his end of his service and he hadn't done a short tour, and that's a prerequisite. At some point, you're going to get one.
Yeah, and he ended up doing it at the end. Yeah,
Virginia.
But I want to salute all of you guys and gals out there and the family members of.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for your service.
And I want to shout out to our friends up north, too, because they celebrate this day, too, but they call it Remembrance Day. And it's same thing. It's for the.
Are you talking about, Canada?
Oh, Canada. Yeah. Yeah, dude, you're a hockey fan. You got to keep up with what's going on in Canada, man. Because that's where all your players are coming from, man.
The only thing I keep up with is we keep winning the cup and you guys don't. So.
And the Canadians don't. That's it. Yes, absolutely. No doubt. Matt says, thank God for the Fisher House that gives veterans families a place to stay when they are getting medical treatment. Yeah, very
absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right, boys and girls, that's it for this week on the Brothers Hack the Matrix. Let me let you know what's going on with the channel before we get out of here. First of all, I want to remind you guys to go join all the sites and stuff. You've got I'm only 13 subscribers away from you guys being able to give me super chats.
Super chat.
So you guys spread the word about the YouTube channel and
like and subscribe, bitches.
Yeah. I could use followers over on Rumble as well. Don't forget, I'm over there too.
Rumble in the jungle.
We're simulcasting on there and on X tonight. Also, I've got a Twitch channel. I've got a Kick channel. And I've got, of course, the social media you can follow me at is X. I'm on there live right now. Facebook. This show will be repeated on Kick, Twitch, and Facebook here in about a half an hour. And then, of course, there's JoesAtmosfere.com where you can go and check out things about me. And you can also contact me if you want commissions done. I'm getting busy this time of year, but they're still open. And also, you can check out, if you want to monetarily support the channel, you can check out my Subscribe Star, where you can pay $1 a month to read all the stuff about the comic book I'm doing, and $5 a month to get you all the artwork.
All the artwork.
Plus, I also put posts about upcoming shows on there. But you can look at the artwork as well. I mean, I've got 2 full comic books already, plotted out for you guys to look at, and the pages are here. And
coming along really nice, dude.
Yeah,
really nice.
I like it, and I'm about to ramp it up, dude. I'm about to start treating my life like I have got a 9-to-5 job every Monday through Friday, and just really start ramping things up. I got to get through some commissions first, but I'm tired of waiting on this comic book to inch its way through. I'm about to put the push on it. So anyway, guys can all find me there. Of course, when it comes to the shows, you know that the Brothers Hack the Matrix every Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time. Everything you need to know about the clown show that is 2024 through today's headlines every Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time. Tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Central Time, it's Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. I'll have a couple of drinks while I play DC Universe Online. And I'm going to make it iconic characters night. I'm going to play as the Terrakian Defender from Heavy Metal, She-Hulk, Sailor Jupiter, who I made a Green Lantern, Supergirl, and Black Canary. I'm going to play with all of those characters. Plus, I've got Ms. Marvel and some others too, Spider-Man. So you guys come check it out tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Central Time on my channel. And then at 5:30 p.m. Central Time Wednesday, it's State of the Atmosphere, where we cover everything pop culture. I think we're going to talk about streaming, what we're looking forward to, and what we're watching now. And by the way, if you didn't catch Yellowstone's premiere, interesting show. It was really good. I know you haven't watched it yet, Dan, but you really need to check out Yellowstone. You'd enjoy that show.
Yeah, I will eventually for sure. Yeah. I hear nothing but good things about that.
We're going to talk about everything pop culture tomorrow, or excuse me, Wednesday night at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. So come check us out. And then, of course, the new time for It's Only Talk and Roll is right after my show. I send you all over there at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And this week, it's science fiction classics. We're going to do The Black Hole, which
I love that movie, dude.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. It came out in the age of Star Wars back in the day, and this has the distinction of being Disney's first PG-13 movie. This one right here. So you guys come check it out as we get into The Black Hole. I know that sounds really bad the way I phrased that, but we're going to do it at 7:30.
Are we not doing phrasing anymore?
7:30 p.m. on Wednesday night. And then Friday, you can come check out Sketching the Privateer. And I do have some work done on the comic book for you guys to check out. So you guys come check that out Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. I do it for about an hour before I go to work. And then our good friend John has his game night show, Game Night with John. Yes, Das Wolfen. On Pop Culture Minefield's channel and his own channel. Several people simulcast this thing. He's playing Fallout right now, but he's playing it with some kind of mod. I think it's where you can play New Vegas all the way through, Tale of Two Wastelands. I'm not sure what it's all about, but you guys go check it out, you Fallout freaks, every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. And then, of course, Sunday mornings, it's NFL pregame party with I'm sure my brother will be back this week.
Yeah, I had to take a hiatus, but I will be
He had
back.
to take a hiatus. He took a blow to the gizzard Saturday evening.
So bad.
And he knows we talk about college football at the beginning of the show, and he just didn't want to be there for it. Didn't want to blow a gasket on live television. So anyway, we're going to be back this Sunday, 2 hours before kickoff of your slate of games for the afternoon at 10 a.m. Central Time, talking everything football, college, and the pros. And then on Monday morning, today at 10 a.m. Central Time, it's Military Monday. And if you missed the Firefox show, we did a great show on Firefox, the Clint Eastwood classic from 1982.
That's a great movie.
It is a great movie. And what makes it great is it's both a spy flick and an action movie, man. It's really, really good. So you guys come check out. I'm not sure what we're doing this Monday, but we do it every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefields channel. Come check us out as we talk about military movies. Gary and I are both veterans, and sometimes we get some other veterans in there with us. Sometimes we don't, but we always have a good time with Martin and Anima Confusa. So come check it out.
This character deals with the post-traumatic stress shell shock as well throughout this.
Right. And what was funny about it, Dan, was they didn't call it that in the show. They called it delayed stress syndrome is what they called it. And I was like, wow, man, that because it's changed. The verbiage for it has changed over the years. Because World War II, it was shell shock. You know, I mean, it was, there's different things over the years. But yeah, definitely want to check that out if you didn't see it this morning. And come see us next Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then, of course, it's right back around to us at 5 p.m. every Monday. So for myself and the ultimate rock and roller, as you can see, there can be only one, the Hylunder. I want to thank you guys for being here. Let's check the chat one more time. Low Spec is sticking his head in. He said, black hole?
Are we not doing crazy? Did I miss a
But anyway, look, boys and girls, I want to thank you for being here. And like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. An old trailer. It's on Mondays now, not Thursdays, guys.